guys, welcome to my field notes. This is the first video that I'm doing for my new series called Mod Labs. Inside of the Mod Labs, I'm going to be looking at the different types of mods that I want to include in my final saves. If you've been following along with my field notes, then you'll know that I have been building up my saves and getting ready for gameplay, and as part of that I want to be able to play with mods, and I want to be able to enrich my gameplay with a lot of really cool features. So with my medieval fantasy save, we are going to have vampires, so I started looking around at different mods for vampire gameplay, and I have a few that I'm looking into right now. Most of them are more for NPC behavior and for autonomy, so there's not a ton of gameplay mods out there that I've found so far that are really more like interactions and specific gameplay, aside from some flirty behavior and things like that. But still looking for more in-depth gameplay mods if there are any for vampires. I was going to try the Twilight mod, but unfortunately it does remove all of the makeup from my Sims, and my Sims, you've seen them, they're very alpha. They need a lot of detail makeup, and so when the makeup is gone, they just don't look the same. So I wasn't loving that about that mod, but the mod itself does seem to come with some really cool features. But for today's video, I'm actually just looking at something cool that I've discovered called the Animated Wings mod by SpinningPlumbobs, and I love this mod. I've used it a few times in the past, but I have discovered a pretty cool thing about this mod that I didn't know before, and so that's what I want to share with you just for a few minutes today to kind of dive into my first mod experiment. So we have Castor here. Castor is a lord vampire, or vampire lord, that owns this castle. He's part of my medieval fantasy save, and this is his home, and you can probably guess that it is going to be in, or it is in, Forgotten Hollow. It's currently storming. We really got the ambiance going here. It's pretty cool. We also have some characters who are living with him that are kind of my test subjects. Honestly, the ladies in here are all prey to these vampires. It's pretty dark and twisted right now. But yeah, so this is Castor. This is Castle. He is going to be one of the main characters in a sim series that I'm writing about him. It's a love story with a woman named Gwen, or Gwyneth. She's a human noble, and she is another sim that I'm working on currently, but I will introduce her pretty soon. You've technically already seen a picture of her in one of my field notes before, but I won't ruin it. She is getting a little bit more of a makeover. I wasn't super happy with her, so we'll look at her another time. But for Castor, he is currently in his vampiric form. I didn't do too much with it, honestly. I just kind of darkened up his makeup. But I did want to share that the runes here are kind of the basis for how magic works in the world that I'm building, in the medieval fantasy save that I'm creating. And with runes, in this case, for vampirism, it is a form of curse that's etched onto the skin. He was cursed by someone, or in his case, it wasn't actually him who was cursed. It was actually his grandsire who did some nasty things and was cursed, and therefore like became a vampire, became the first vampire, and now Castor is carrying that bloodline. There are hundreds, if not thousands of vampires canonically in this world. I'm obviously not going to make that many, but there are a lot, and they have been at war with the human realm, so he is technically the leader of that army, but he's got some secrets and some things that we don't know about him that Gwen is going to discover through their story. But anyways, so I just wanted to share a little backstory about who we're kind of testing with, but we're really looking at the Animated Wings mod today and some cool discoveries about this mod. So if you're not familiar with this mod, it does what it says it does. It adds wings that animate, or that are animated to your Sims. But you can find the menu by shift clicking on your Sim, and you can go and find the wings option here, and you can enable animated wings. Obviously his are already enabled, so these are the options when your wings are already active. And then when you want to customize your wings, you can actually just click on the wings and you can set wing size, speed, effects, wing color, and he can fly around. So we're gonna look at that. We're gonna look at, actually I don't know why I unpaused, because honestly, I have to have the game paused all the time to do anything. Let's look at some of the different wing effects. Right now I have the dark tendrils, but I'm kind of curious about the black fog. Okay, we get like smoky behavior there. It's pretty cool. This lightning, this ambiance is kind of perfect. Let's look at chilling fog. Okay, it's like a white smoke, essentially. Okay, pretty cool. Let's look at, ooh, electricity. Has a little sound effect. I don't really see it. Oh, back here though, we've got a little bit of action. Do wish that one was a little bit stronger of an effect. An ethereal aura. Ah, radiating out from the heart. Oh, that's cool. We got some radiant magic happening. What else have we got? Flames, of course. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Oh my gosh, like for a demon or a devil, that would be really sick. Golden glow. Okay, some ethereal. Oh, look at it. It sparkles. Ooh, I love that. That's good for fairies, which I am gonna have fairies in my world for sure. Iridescent rays, like a rainbow. Yeah, okay, that's pretty cool too. I don't think I'm gonna have any celestials or like angels or devils in this world per se. I haven't really decided, but I don't think so. Okay, light rays. Oh, that's kind of fun. Like for angelic. Very cool, very cool. What else? Okay, we have mystical aura. Oh. Ooh, okay, great for fairies. We love it. And then we have purple smoke. That's pretty cool too, like with black wings would be really nice. Okay, what else? Oh, rainbow motes. Motes? I think it says mote. Oh my god, I love it! Oh, that's so fun. I mean, it's not great for Castor, but it'd be really cool for some other characters. Okay, we have a red fog. Oh, see, that's kind of cool too for a vampire. You know, soul sucking. You know, I want to take a look at this plant real quick. Is it? Oh. Hey, I'm pretty sure I just saw you move. Don't be acting like you didn't just move a second ago. Oh. 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 I think... Oh. I feel like one of those is about to die. Okay, let me get... I'm distracted. Alright. Last effect here would be... Well, not last, but the swirling sprites. Oh. Okay. It's kind of fun. Very fairy-esque as well. And then now we have the last one over here is going to be white sprinkles. Ooh. Very nice. Oh, here comes Florence. Hopefully she's not coming to talk to us because that will be crazy. Oh, okay. So we can change the wing color from this menu. Oh, that's really nifty because I wanted his to be gray, though I will say there is no gray on here, but there are gray wings. Oh, okay. So does that like color the wings? Oh, it does. It's like a color overlay. So if you want to... trait tracker. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at that in a minute. I did get a BE when I tried to first give him wings, but I think it's related to one of the other mods, honestly, that I have in game that I'm testing around. Okay, so the wing color essentially overrides whatever you have your wing set to. So for his wings, so to change their wings, you have to go click on the sim and okay. So if I purge all wings, the wings go away. And then I have to go back to wings and I have to select the wings. Okay, and then when we select wings, you can install different wings depending on, or you can select wings depending on which ones you have installed. So for me, I have the Winx Club ones installed, which are all kind of like fairy wings, butterfly-ish wings, I guess. And then I have the demonic ones for my vampires. And I have, oh, these must be the basic wings that come with it. Okay, so the Winx wings, I'm sorry, are these ones. These are all sort of like the, like, decadent kind of butterfly wings. And then we have the demonic wings, and then I have angelic wings because I do plan on having a Pegasus in the game, and you can apply these to horses, which is really cool. So I am looking at the demonic wings for him, and I picked the gray ones, but there are a bunch of different cool color ones. So we can so many different colors. So you see he's got like these cool like black wings now, and they do move on their own, so it doesn't take a lot. Like you don't have to do anything on your end, I guess. And there are different animations. So flutter, hummingbird, inactive, slow, slow and steady, static close, static open. So I don't know what it's set to right now, but flutter's probably going to be kind of crazy. Oh yeah, flutter's like that. Okay, we're going to come back to that in a minute because that actually might be kind of useful. Set wing speed to, let's do slow and steady and see what that does. Okay, so that's like that. And then if we have normal is what we had before, which could also work for what I need. And then the last thing I kind of wanted to look at here was just the fly around effect and see what that does, because obviously he's not a fairy, so I kind of wonder what is that going to look like for him as a vampire. Okay, so flying around for him does not look like it's working very well at all. So I wonder if that's because they have to be a fairy. I wonder, it might be that they have to be a fairy for that to work. And obviously he's not a fairy, so I don't know. But okay, that's why we do these tests, to kind of see like what's going on and how they work. But something that I did discover about these wings, which is pretty cool, is they do work with the pose pack or the pose player. So if you have kind of some cool poses that you want to look at using for your vampires, the wings will stay, which is pretty awesome. Okay, and then you can still edit like the wing speed and stuff. So if you wanted it to be static, you could do that, like static closed, you know. Oh, and it happens, I guess, when it's not even in play mode. So if I wanted to do slow, you know, and that's still like pretty fast, but I feel like it's just really cool that these can, I wonder what inactive does. Okay, it still has like a breathing effect, which is pretty cool, right? And this also means that if you're playing with these wings and you want to do an animation, the wings will also work as an animation. And that's kind of what I wanted to show you with today's test. So I have these mods, or these animations by Utopia, which everyone knows Utopia for her romance mods and for like passionate gifts and stuff, but she does have this demon animation from a really long time ago, which has a flying animation. And I'll go ahead and play that just so you can kind of see what it looks like. This is the gist, but let me get him elevated. So what I do is, let me go ahead and put him like over here. which if you don't have the pose alignment tool, I highly recommend it. You can move your Sims anywhere. It's probably the greatest tool ever invented for The Sims 4. Next to the pose player, obviously. And then you can use tool on your Sim. So I want to go up pretty high because he's flying, so I'm going to go up like 20. And then we can go up here and we can find him. And then, oh, okay, let me do that first. There we go. And then we should be, oh shit, okay, never mind. Okay. All right, there we go. Okay. Can I follow him without the walls coming down? No, you can't. Okay, that's just kind of a silly rule in my opinion, but all right. I'm actually still learning how to play this game in case anyone has not figured that out yet. So I'm just gonna come over here and press play, and I actually did that incorrectly. Hold on. You can see where this is going, but essentially you want to set the wing speed to maybe flutter, and eventually you're gonna have a flying vampire like this. Which is, I mean, it's pretty cool. Like, I don't know. I just thought it was a really cool discovery. You could use this for angels. I mean, the animation itself is for demons, so it's got kind of like a darker, more sinister look anyway, but I think you could use it for different things. Let's do maybe a normal as well. Yeah, so it's pretty cool, right? Like, I just think it's really neat. I wish that someone else would make like flying animations, or if you know of any, let me know, because the wings do work when you're using the pose player. I will let you know that it does not work with Wicked Whims, so if you try to pose using Wicked Whims, unfortunately the wings do not stick around. But if you are using the pose player, it does work, and it's pretty awesome. The effect is really neat. I think the other poses, she only has 3 for this, so I think the other ones don't really work super differently than this one. She's got basically a flying in place one and then like a slower flying one, but this just kind of, I think, pauses. I don't think it really does what I kind of hoped it would do. Oh, and he snaps back, I guess, so you do have to use the tool mod to like get them back up to the spot. I'm so glad you can use tool on Sims. That's so cool. Nope, go back up there. Okay, and let's press play. So this is just kind of like a hover, so I think if you're just trying to get screenshots, this is fine. You wouldn't need like the actual flying animation. I think the results of this are still like pretty awesome. Oh, you know, I mean, pretty sick screenshot, right? Like, I guess Plumbob we can ignore, but hold on, let me get my cool kind of ambient vibe going over here. Something a little dark and macabre, you know. So it's pretty cool, right? Like, I think it's neat. I'll get some pictures, and yeah, you can just see it's like obviously made for demons, but we got some bats in the background. I don't know if you guys can see them, it's kind of dark, but yeah, these are pretty cool, I gotta say. So hopefully I can find some other flying animations just for like, I don't know if there are any. There's got to be some like hovering ones or something, but once you add the wings, like, it just becomes a pretty cool, I don't know, just a cool feature of the wings mod that I wouldn't have anticipated. So I wonder if I can get them kind of closed. That's kind of like a nice hovering one right there, right? I genuinely hate the levels on this. Just like, I genuinely hate it. Okay. Is there a depth of field? Okay, there is. So we could do something like that. Have to listen to my computer explode. I guess I have to be farther away for the depth of field to work on this one. But anyway, where's he at? There you are, guy. There you are. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. Oh my god. My computer is upset right now. It did not like that at all. Okay. Let me get up here and yeah. Anyway, so that's the animated wings mod. I'm literally going to kill this camera if it does not stop. So anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you learned a little something from this video. I know it wasn't much, but it's a pretty cool discovery, and I thought it would be kind of fun to show you how it works. And let me know, I guess, if you try it out, or if you know of any other animations that you think would work well with the wings. Drop those in the comments. I'd love to know. And yeah, I will see you in my next field notes. Bye!